nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's see. Okay, we're going to deviate from the agenda a little bit. We're going to do a roll call tonight. Alderman Anthony Simonetti. Is he on the way? Or he's not coming? Alderman Porter McKinnon.
He's on the phone.
Present.
Okay. Alderman Eric McPherson.
Here.
Alderman Ben Perry. Present. Alderman John Anglace present. Alderman Chris Belmacy.
Here.
Alderman Bernie Simons.
Present.
Alderman Lorenzo Duranzo. Durante. Duranzo.
Which one you call it? Only into the second one. Here.
Duranzo is an old-time Derby family. All right. The public portion. Is there anyone that wishes to address the board? Yes, sir. State your name and address for the record.
Yes,
You have 5 minutes.
yes, Jerry Bloom.
And we're gonna have to appoint a timer.
I'll do it.
Here's a timer. He's the
Yes,
timer.
we're on 24 Fairfield Avenue. See our mayor is absent. Was hoping to address him. Pertaining to, of course, the road at Riverview Park is still unpaved, and I've been asking the town to do that for years now. I even submitted petitions of people who agree and would like it paved as well. But instead, you paved the parking lot in front of the post office. Not that it needed it. So, if you've been watching the news, you've been seeing that many mayors around the country have been signing executive orders supposedly to ban ICE operations in their towns. It's rather ludicrous, since they can't enforce it. In fact, I spoke to Mayor Loretti last month about signing on to the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1996, so specifically Section 287G, which will allow our police department to assist ICE in removing the illegal aliens in town. Now, he's reluctant to do this. For some reason, he's afraid that Hartford might penalize Shelton. Unfortunately, they cannot take action against Shelton if he chooses to sign on due to the supremacy clause of the Constitution, which allows, well, federal law trumps state law. There's a couple of weird reasons why he should sign on for this. As you know, the big beautiful bill that was signed by President Trump on the 4th of July gave Department of Homeland Security a $75 billion budget, and DHS has now, well, last month anyway, said that they will pay the salaries of all the police departments to sign on. Now, there's 2 good reasons to do that. One, you'll be assisting ICE in enforcing our immigration laws and keeping Shelton safe. You would be the town of law and order, unlike any Democratic rival who I'm sure will object. And of course, Part two of this would be the enormous financial incentive. I don't know what you spend on the police department annually, but it would be a considerable savings. And I encourage you all to talk to Mayor Loretti to do so soon. Thank you.
Let the record show that Alderman Simonetti is,
Apologize for being late, had to do the dishes.
That's understandable.
okay, thank you, Mr. Bloom. Okay, we have an add-on for the agenda. Are you prepared?
Yes, Mr. President, would like to add 8.4 under financial business, new waiver bid for purchase of police vehicles.
Police administrative vehicle.
Well, it says vehicles here, but
Okay,
so noted. And I would also like to add, before we go into the actual agenda, a presentation to the agenda for tonight. I invited Joe Saccone here to present him with a copy of the official flag proclamation.
is there a second?
Second.
Okay, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered unanimously.
So I'm going to go down and
I'll
do
do a
this
presentation.
presentation.
Take a
Anthony, would-
picture of you.
well, I was going to ask you to come down and join as you were a member of the committee, and Alderman McKinnon, who is online. Porter, we do have a copy of the proclamation for you, and I will put that in your mailbox.
Thank you.
You don't wear a tuxedo. Yeah. That was stuff all the time.
Got the kids on.
Come up here. Congratulations, Joe. Thank you. You got the flags.
Yeah, well, up over here.
Write this down.
Well, it'll be recorded in the official minutes. So. I invited Joe Saccone here to give him a copy of the official proclamation declaring the official city flag. Thank you. Which was formally unveiled on Shelton Day and displayed at the Veterans Park. And we also have one of the flags now on the flagpole in front of City Hall. So I wanted to present Joe with the copy of the official proclamation. Alderman Simonetti has one, and also Alderman McKinnon will have one, as
Let's
do,
put Joe between us.
as do I. Well, we can do that too, that's
Yeah.
fine, but,
Joe, come right between us.
so.
Hand it off when you're ready.
So Joe, in recognition of your work, you have approached the city, the mayor, which then who got myself, Anthony and Porter involved with this, for this undertaking. The amount of work, research, and going through all the companies and everything that needs to do, historical society, library, schools, and the amount of work done into that. So we want to present you with an official copy of the actual official proclamation for you, which is now enshrined in the official records of the city of Shelton. So there you go. And I thank you very much for your work. And then we have phase two, which will be the interior flags
Joe,
coming.
you hold it like
So,
this. You're
and-
gonna get a picture.
And smile for
We're
the
gonna put it in
camera,
the paper.
for the next camera, and there we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for everything you did.
Okay, back to work.
Yeah,
That's part of the.
Just to add a comment to this, the on Shelton Day, the proclamation on Shelton Day was read. it was extremely comprehensive, and it involved this project was an example of what can happen, how one person can influence the government and how change can be affected. And in this case, it was done right. It involved the people of Shelton making the final decision. I mean, everything was well thought out, and all the actions were extremely comprehensive. Everybody had a say in the matter. Everybody decided. It was truly a community decision to adopt our own flag and which flag to adopt. And hopefully this will get promulgated throughout the community in the schools, and our children will learn a little more about our history from the flag and from the process that took place. But most important was, to me, was the fact that the decision was the decision of the people, for the people, and by the people. I heard that echoed somewhere a long time ago. Okay.
Way back.
And I certainly wish to thank the committee, the Board of Aldermen Committee, Porter, McKinnon, and Anthony Simonetti, and Garrett McPherson, who championed this thing and saw it through. It was, it took time, and time is always frustrates us. We want things done. We get an idea. We want it done yesterday, and we want it done our way. Well, this was not done yesterday, and it was done with the full involvement of the entire community, and that's the way it should be. We represent the community. We don't tell the community. We represent their interests. So thank you, everyone involved with the flag. It's truly an achievement, good achievement.
Thank you, John.
The add-on, we did good.
Yep.
We did that. Minutes for approval. Oh, we did the public portion, Jen. Yeah, minutes for approval.
Move to waive the reading and approve the following meeting minutes. Board of Aldermen regular meeting September 11th, 2025. Board of Aldermen special meeting September 29th, 2025. So moved.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion? No discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered unanimously. Finance Committee, no items. Public Health and Safety Committee, no items, I believe. Item 5.3.1, 76 Howe Avenue sidewalk reimbursement.
Mr. President, this came through the street committee. It's a recommendation for sidewalk reimbursement. Moved per the recommendation of the street committee to approve the reimbursement of $720 made payable to Glenn Gantz, 18 Bridge and Farm Lane, Sandy Hook, Connecticut, for the repair of the sidewalk at 76 Howe Avenue per ordinance 877. Section 14-9, with funding to come from the sidewalk reimbursement account. And we have a letter from the city engineer, who, the way the program works, the person goes out, or the party goes, they get a permit through the city engineer, the work is inspected, and then the city engineer will sign off on that. And then he will send a letter to the street committee recommending the approval and the reimbursement to be done, which is what we have here. And pictures are enclosed, and as the contract invoice. And I went and seen it myself. Everything looks very well. So moved.
Second.
Is there discussion?
Check.
Discussion, no discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered unanimously. Report of the mayor, he's not here. We, I'd like to ask Corporation Counsel if he would summarize for you the case of, I guess it's Rodeo Cannabis Company, which was a decision in that case, they were denied by planning and zoning, and they took us to court and give us a summary of what happened.
We won.
Does anybody want
Thank
any
you.
more than that?
Now, you had passed the resolution saying that you did not want cannabis in the city of Shelton. However, there had been an application to planning and zoning which antedated your action. So planning and zoning had to entertain the petition, but they denied it. And the court said that their denial, because they were utilizing their legislative capacity as a board, was valid, and sided with them, saying that because it was not unreasonable, arbitrary, or capricious, that it was a valid decision. So the appeal was denied. That's why I say that you won.
Can I pass this to the clerk for inclusion in the minutes? That's the statement, that's the results of the case. And are they going to appeal that court decision?
I have information, they are appealing, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, so be it. Thank you. Thank you.
They're gonna try it one way or the other,
Yeah,
so.
okay, yeah. Report of the president, bear with me a minute here. I'm just going to alert you, and I'll give it to the clerk for inclusion in the minutes. That the Citizens Advisory Board has copied us on a letter that they sent regarding correspondence that they had with Congressman Rosa DeLaura's office, alerting her to their recommendation on the 2 Mile Island, if you recall that, having. I think it's significant that that they followed up again to let Congressman DeLaura know that there's still a lot of interest in that project, and they just want to get her to know that if she needs them to be involved in developing any data, any information, that they will help her, they will participate, but they don't want it just to sit on the shelf someplace. If the I'm not going to read the letter, but I'll add it to the minutes, and so it will be there for public record. All right. Anybody want to make any comment on that?
I do, Mr. Chairman. So the fact is, we did meet with some of the community as part of that board. They sent a letter, but we also sent a letter on behalf of the Board of Aldermen to Rosa DeLaura as well. So I just wanted that on the record.
Thank you. And the members in the community in that area down there who signed a petition and brought this to our attention, they also have informed. They've got a copy of this letter, and they've been informed that the activities that are going on. We'll keep them informed. Let's see what next.
We probably should add that part of the project that they want is, where it
Turn
abuts
your
with
mic on.
Orange. Where it abuts with Orange, Connecticut, that they want a wildlife refuge. That's what they're trying to do to preserve the area for the good, not to destroy it.
There's no item 6.18, there's no items. Item 7.1, financial business hold, there's no items. Item 8.1, October statutory refunds.
Move that the report of the tax collector relative to the refund of taxes for a total amount of $23,629.23 be approved, and the finance director be directed to make payments in accordance with the certified list received from the tax collector, with funds to come from the statutory refunds account.
Second.
Motion made and
Second.
seconded. Is there discussion? No discussion, all in favor? Opposed? So ordered unanimously. Item 8.2. Funding for refrigerant canisters for city schools, air conditioning units.
Move to appropriate an amount of $7,495 for the purchase of 10 R22 30-pound refrigerant canisters for citywide school AC units. Funding to come from aldermanic bonding pursuant to section 7.16 of the city charter. And attached is the bids, I would believe, the quotes.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Yep.
Mr. President, that is a very good price actually for those containers. As you can see, they're almost double the price from Gainers. So it is definitely a good price.
Any other discussion? If none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered unanimously. Item 8.3. Funding for Volta inclusive spinners for East Village Park and Riverview Park playgrounds.
Move to add the purchase and installation of a Volta inclusive spinner at Riverview Park and East Village Park playgrounds to the capital improvement plan, with funding in an amount of $25,416 to come from LoCIP.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion? Anybody want to volunteer to try these out once they're installed? No other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered unanimously. Item 8.4, waiver of bid for purchase of police vehicles.
Move for the recommendation of the finance director to waive the bidding process for the purchase of 2 police administration vehicles.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Actually, these are, as I understand it, these vehicles will be administrative vehicles, so that they're not, don't have all the bells and whistles, so they're a different use. So they're going to follow the same, my understanding is they're going to follow the same process that we've used monies before to go out and select used vehicles that meet the standards of an administrative vehicle.
Well, these vehicles have to be outfitted with the interior equipment, foot radios, etc.
I imagine if you're going to have an administrative vehicle, it would have to be outfitted with everything except the emergency stuff. And I think that's the difference between a police vehicle that's used for, standard police work and administrative. I think that's why they're not going.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? No further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? One of the things we're waiving the bid, so it's gonna have to be the same process that we've had in the past, where we've used money that's appropriated and go out and at the auction and pick what you want, mileage wise and otherwise. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered unanimously. It's just. Okay, there is, before we announce the bid, the vote. There
We're
is,
ready.
okay, and then I want to add to that, 8.4, I want to add that there is a letter accompanying it, dated October 2nd, that lists two vehicles that they want to buy. And one is a used 2022 Honda Pilot for $35,995, and the other is a used 2022 Honda Pilot SUV, $31,594. That's in the waiver bid backup information. Okay, 9.1A, proposed amendment to Code of Ordinances, section 4.4, establishing fire lanes, and section 4.5, access to fire hydrants, ordinance number 709, and ordinance 865. And I understand
Right, so,
public health and safety chairman.
right, so we met yesterday and it was presented. Unfortunately, there needs to be further information that I do need to talk to Attorney Fran about. So I think it should be no further action at this time based on what happened.
So what was proposed was to forward this
To public
to
hearing.
public hearing, and we feel that the chairman of Public Health and Safety felt that we want to present to the public for their consideration the full picture, not
So basically, when this came to me, I was under the assumption it was already vetted through you, and I needed verification. Was it by Chick Totoro? I didn't think so. So that's the first reason. The second reason is, as far as the fines, the infraction dollar amounts, that wasn't determined, and I know I'm not the committee to determine that. So that was something else that I thought you needed to be aware of. So I don't think we could take any action to move to public hearing at this time.
yeah, and there's no urgent reason to not to follow our procedure. So we'll just put that aside and take no action on that. 9.2, regarding appointments. Regarding appointments to the Board of Assessment Appeals.
Move to reappoint the following residents to the Board of Assessment Appeals effective immediately. Patrick Carey, Republican, 6 Blueberry Lane, Shelton. Paul Jensen, unaffiliated, 19 Winthrop Woods. Linda Schwarecker, unaffiliated, Real Estate 2, 100 Huntington Street. And move per ordinance 754 to appoint the following residents to the Board of Assessment Appeals. Jody Dawley, unaffiliated, 102 Blueberry Lane, and Tracy Perry, Republican, 22 Windflower Lane, all of Shelby. So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion made, second, discussion. This, the two for ordinance 754, if two residents of the Board of Assessment Appeals only happens in years where there is reevaluation taking place. And so that urgent that gets done tonight, because they're gonna start hearing appeals. And they need those extra people, there's gonna be plenty of them. Understand that the evaluations of value went up. That's the way it happens. So is there any further discussion? It's nice that property values went up, but it's not nice when those property values get taxed at a higher rate. So there'll be plenty of appeals. Any other discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? So ordered unanimously. Item 10.1, request to move to executive session. Are there any items? No items, so we won't go to executive session. In that case, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Made and second discussion, and nobody wants to discuss that one. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I'll tell you, it was difficult tonight. This is the first meeting I've had to sit here and focus outside and focus long distance and focus up close with the cataract removed. I was like a fish out of water, trying to put these glasses short. Oh, my God.
I hear you.
Meeting's adjourned. Meeting's adjourned at 6:07, I believe.
Do you want me to send you everything, or do you want me to just forward that name?